Very good morning, my dear students, and welcome to Class 12 English Core class. Today, I am going to teach you one very interesting lesson from the book Vistas, and the name of the lesson is On the Face of It, written by Susan Hill, a great playwright and novelist, a great writer, English writer Susan Hill. And the lesson On the Face of It is a very simple lesson. It's a short drama, it's a short play. First we shall know what is the play about. Yes, this play is a very interesting and a very inspiring lesson for us, and especially for the people who have some kind of physical deformity or impairment, or it is for the people who think that their look is reduced, they have lost their beauty or good look because of certain spots on their face. So, sometimes people who have deformity or any kind of impairment feel that they are not liked by the world. They are disliked because of their deformity or impairment. That is their feeling. And because of that feeling, they become despaired. They lose their hope of living. They get frustrated. And they remain aloof from the world. They don't want to mix up with the world. They feel alienated. And it is totally because of the feeling that they are impaired, they are physically deformed, or they do not have beauty on their face, they are not beautiful, they are not good looking. Because of that feeling, they develop that feeling in their mind, in their heart, that because of the deformity or the impairment, people do not like to look at them, or people do not like them, like that wrong feeling they develop in their mind. And because of that kind of wrong feeling, because of that kind of wrong notion, they lose all the peace of mind and they lose the inspiration to live. They develop a kind of distaste for life and they become despaired and totally hopeless. They become out of hope. They do not keep any hope in their mind. They think that they are disliked by the world, rejected by the world. But it is their wrong feeling totally. So this lesson gives us the message that it is not our outward look or outward beauty that makes us a good man, but it is our inner personality, our character, our good work, our great deeds, our great personality, our inner beauty makes us beautiful and makes us a man in the real sense of the term. And it is not our outward look or our outward beauty, our external look or external beauty does not make us a great man, a good man. It is our goodness, it is our goodness, our good work, our good personality that only establishes us as good men in the world. So this is a very, very inspiring lesson for all, and especially for the people who have some kind of deformity and impairment, or who have some kind of black spot on their face, because of which they very often think that they have lost their beauty, or because of the deformity or the impairment, very often they think that people in the world do not like them. So we shall come to the play, and before coming to the play, we shall first know who are the characters in this play. Yes, let us be acquainted with the characters. Let us first know about the characters. Yes, the first character, let's come to Master Derry, one 14-year-old small boy. His name is Derry, and Derry is a small boy of 14 years He is 14-year-old small boy. And Derry had a black mark on the face, and that black mark came on the face because of some acid burn. Some acid fell on the face, and one side of the face was burned, and the burn left a black spot on the face. And because of the black spot on the face, he becomes frustrated, and he feels that the world do not like him like before. He has lost his beauty, he has lost his good look. That black mark has become a dark spot on his good look, and because of that, his good look is reduced, and because of that, people are now afraid of him. He feels that his face looks very, very fearful. He is a terrible man, a terrible boy. His face looks very, very terrible, and because of that, people of the world do not like him. People are afraid of him as he feels. He feels that people of the world are afraid of him because he has got a terrible look because of the black mark on the face. So he is very frustrated, and he does not want to mix up with the people of the society. So he wants to live alone. He wants to live alone. He fights shy of human company. He thinks that human beings do not love him. Human beings hate him. Human beings are afraid of him. So Daddy became frustrated of the world, and Daddy started hating the world and started not mixing up with the world, started not to mix up with the world. He did not mix up with his friends, with the people that he found in the society. So he started avoiding human company because of the feeling that people are afraid of him because of the terrible black mark on the face, because of his terrible look. People started avoiding him. Like that he started feeling. So next character is Mr. Lamb. We find here Mr. Lamb is an old man. Mr. Lamb is an old man, and he has a big garden of fruits, flowers, and he lives there in his house alone. There he lives alone. He is a lonely man, but he is a very, very cheerful man. He is a very happy man. He is very cheerful all the time. He is very happy all the time. He loves the world. He feels that the world loves him. So, even though he is alone, he is lonely there. He has made a good affinity with the world, a good bond of friendship with the world. Many children come to his garden to eat the apples, and he loves the children. He welcomes the children. So a very good bond of friendship is established between Mr. Lamb and the children. So he loves the children, he loves the society, he loves the human being, he loves everything that he finds before him. He loves his garden, he loves the trees, he loves the plants, he loves the flowers, he loves the green weeds, he loves everything that he finds. He loves the bees, he loves the music created by the bees, the singing of the bees. He loves the chirping of the birds. So he lives a happy life even though he is alone there. So Mr. Lamb. And Mr. Lamb, the tragic point about Mr. Lamb is that he does not have one leg. He had lost the leg in one blast. And in that blast, one of his legs was blown off. But even though he does not have one leg, even though he is handicapped now, but he is not at all frustrated in his life because of his handicap. He is not frustrated. He can do every work. He is a normal man. He is living the life of a normal man. He does not want to show that he has lost one leg, and because of that he has lost everything in his life. So he is a very cheerful man, he is a very hopeful man, he is a man with positive vision, positive attitude. He looks at the world with a positive vision, he has a positive view about the world. He loves the world. So like that a man he is. There is another character in this short play, that is Derry's mother. Derry's mother. So in one scene, abruptly she appears on the stage. So we shall tell about her afterwards. So these are the two main characters of the play. So Mr. Lem and Derry. Derry and Mr. Lem, these two are the main characters of the play. Now let's come to the play. Let's come to the subject matter of the play. What happens in the drama? What happens in the play? The first scene of the play is Derry's garden. The first scene of the play is Mr. Lem's garden. The first scene takes place in the garden of Mr. Lem. First scene is in Mr. Lem's garden. This is Mr. Lem's garden. You see the apple trees bearing apples, apple trees, grass, weeds, flowers, all these things are there in his garden. It's a very beautiful garden. Okay, so children often come to his garden to eat the apples, to pluck the apples and eat the apples. They enjoy the apples in the garden of Mr. Lem, and Mr. Lem also likes the children very much. That's why the main gate of his garden is always open, so that the children can easily come to the garden and eat the apple. So one day, Derry happened to come to the garden, happened to arrive at the garden of Mr. Lem. Derry wanted to be away from the people, because people are afraid of him. So he also does not like the people. That's why to be alone, he wanted to come to the garden. He thought that no one is there in that garden, so he will be alone. But when he entered the garden, he could find that Mr. Lem is watching. Mr. Lem is watching him. Mr. Lem is watching him. So seeing Mr. Lem, Derry started to run away. He started to run away, but Mr. Lem stopped him. Hey boy, don't run away, please come. But Derry was hesitating whether to come or to run away. He was hesitating what to do. But very lovingly Mr. Lem said that, boy, please come to my garden, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. I like children to come to my garden. You are a small kid, please come to my garden. Please come here, please come near me. So after that, Derry got a kind of confidence to come near the man. After seeing that the man was talking very lovingly, very affectionately, and really he liked him to come to the garden. So he approached to the man and they started a long conversation. Mr. Lem started talking to Derry. So Derry and Mr. Lem had a long conversation there. So Derry told Mr. Lem that his name is Derry and his house is 3 miles away, and he has come here thinking that there is no one. So Derry expresses his feeling of guilt that he has entered the garden without permission. So he felt guilty. So Mr. Lem said, nothing, no, nothing to feel sad, nothing to feel guilty. All are allowed to come in my garden. You are also a small boy, you are also allowed. I am welcoming you to the garden. Don't worry, don't feel guilty of that. Yes. Derry now started telling his sad story. People of this world are afraid of me. People of this world are afraid of me. They are afraid of my terrible face. They are afraid of my terrible face. You see my face. See my face. There is a black spot. This black spot, black mark, burn mark. And this burn mark has marred my beauty. And since the time I got the black mark on the face, burnt mark on the face, I started disliking the world, because the world started feeling afraid of me, because I look terrible. That's why the people of this world are afraid of me. They do not like to look at me. If they look at me once, they turn their face and they do not look at me for the second time. But Mr. Lem understood the feelings of the boy. So Mr. Lem started going to another topic. He started to twist the topic. So he diverted to another topic. Okay, we will now pluck the crab apples. Okay, we will plant the crab apples, we will eat the crab apples because children come to me and they also ask me for the crab apples. So we will also plant the crab apples. So he keeps on changing the topic. Okay, so Mr. Lem understands. So Mr. Lem starts consoling the boy. Mr. Lem understands that the boy is suffering from frustration. He is suffering frustration. The boy has become frustrated. It's the feeling that because of the burn mark on the face, people started disliking him. That is his wrong feeling. So Mr. Lem started advising the boy, yes, who says people do not like you? Who says people do not like you? People like you. People like you. Who says people do not look at you? People do not like to. People do not like to look at you. People like you. That is your feeling only that people do not like you. No, yes. My mother, even my mother also does not like me. My mother used to kiss both the, give a kiss on both the cheeks, but now she kisses only the other cheek. So even my mother also does not love me like before. She kisses only on that cheek which is not burnt, and she avoids the burnt cheek. My mother also does not love me. No, it's not like that, boy. See, in our life, everything is important. You do not feel that you are not important. Everything is important. Everybody is important. See in my garden, there are weeds, there are flowers, all these things are there. So, do you think the weeds are unnecessary? I grow weeds also in my garden because weeds add to the greenery. Flower plants bear flowers. Fruit plants bear fruits. They have their own importance. Everything in this world has its own importance. So, even the weeds in the garden are also relatively important. They are also important. So, boy, don't think that you are not important. Boy, do not think that because of the burnt mark you have lost your actual beauty and you have lost your importance. It's not like that. It's not like that. So, you are feeling afraid of the world. You are hating the world and you feel that people are afraid of you. No, don't hate the people. You love the people. You need company. You need the world. Whether they like or not, we should not bother. We should not bother. They are afraid of you because of your burnt cheek. They call you a terrible boy. Let them call you a terrible boy. I don't have one leg, you know. I don't have one leg. That is a thin leg, amputated leg. This leg is amputated leg. I don't have one leg. But I don't feel like that. I am not frustrated. I don't feel that people do not like me. Still people like me. People call me Lemmy Lamb. The children call me Lemmy Lamb. I don't mind. I don't mind. They are tired of seeing my lame leg. They are tired of seeing my artificial leg, my tin leg. So they do not pay any importance to that. They look at my personality. They look at me. They talk to me very lovingly. They love me. They respect me. I have not lost my importance. So why do you think that because of the small black mark you have lost your importance? Your importance is still there with you. You see, you have two eyes. You have two ears. You have a brain. You have a sound body, sound health. So, you are important. You have not lost any of your importance. You are important. So, you can grow up into a good human being. You can do everything that you like because you are physically sound, quite sound. Nothing is harmed. Nothing is lost. Nothing is lost. And it is your inner personality that will make you a great man one day. It is your inner beauty that will make you beautiful one day, handsome one day. You are handsome because of your inner beauty. So my boy, do not feel frustrated. Do not be aloof from the society. Do not be away from the society. Do not feel alienated from the society. You mix up with the people, mix up with the society. And by being alone, by being aloof from the society, by living in loneliness, by living alone, you cannot make yourself happy, safe and secure. Because there was a man who always used to feel insecure, and he felt insecure in the society. He was afraid of the human society. So he wanted to be alone. So he confined himself in a room, in his room. And he did not come out. He did not he did not keep his windows open. He closed his door and kept himself inside. He felt that one donkey may kick him to death. He felt like that. He felt that he may sleep on the banana peel and he may die. Like the different kinds of feeling wrong. This feeling he started developing in his mind. He developed in his mind. So you cannot. Avoiding the society, you cannot be safe. So what happened to the man, do you know? He was locked inside. He confined himself inside the room. And one day, one picture fell on his head and the man died. So, my boy, so after listening to this, then he started laughing like anything. So, he was telling very nice stories, with practical stories. Mr. Lem was trying to console the boy, give consolation to the mind of the frustrated boy. The boy was frustrated, so after listening to all the stories, Terry started getting a new hope in his life. He got a kind of inspiration in his mind. He started getting a new hope. He saw the ray of hope in his life. So everything was getting changed. He was getting totally changed after listening to all the stories and after talking to the man. Mr. Lem. So Mr. Lem boosted him up morally. So Derry felt morally boosted up. So it's only a human being. It's only human company that will give you happiness. In the world, you get company of human beings. You will get company of all the animals, birds. You can enjoy the beauty. See, in my garden, I listen to the songs of the bird. I listen to the songs of the bees. I listen, I read books. So nicely I pass my time. I am a happy man. So you have the big world around you, my boy. You should be happy with the world. You enjoy everything of the world. Enjoy the songs of the birds, songs of the humming of the bees, some music created by the bees, the beautiful flowers and everything which is beautiful. You watch and enjoy. You be a positive-minded boy, positive-minded man, and you are very healthy. You have a sound body, good brain. You can do anything that you like. So, my boy, be happy. Don't be frustrated. Don't be frustrated. Be happy. The people like you. And do you think that if you hate the society, hate the people, you can be a good man? You can be a good man, you can enjoy by hating the society, hating the world around you. If you hate the world, hate the people, then your hating the people, your hatred for the people will burn you inside. It will burn you more than the acid. Do you know, my boy? So, try to mix up with the people, mix up with the society, mix up with your friends. Try to enjoy the world, so don't be frustrated. After listening to all these things, Daddy was getting new hope. And he liked to talk to the man. Then the man asked, you have come here, you have spent a pretty long time here. So, pretty long hours you have spent with me. Have you taken the permission of your mother? Where is your home? Yes, my home is just 3 miles away. And I haven't taken permission of my mother. My mother will be, of course, looking for me. Go and take the permission of your mother. Go, boy. Go now. You come again. So Daddy promised, I will come again. But Mr. Lem knows that no one will come. No one comes back once they go. So no one comes back. So even Mr. Lem also did not have the hope that he would come back. So Daddy comes home to tell the mother everything that he did with Mr. Lem and everything that Mr. Lem told him. So just to share his experience with Mr. Lem with his mother. And his mother got unhappy. Why have you gone to that man? You should not go to that man again. You should not go to that Lemmy Lamb again. No, mother, I like to go. That man loves me. For the first time in my life, I have heard a man talking so nice things to me. So he is a nice friend of mine. I must go to the man, mother. I must go to the man. I will go to the man at least to listen to the humming of the bird, humming of the bees, singing of the bird, the beautiful garden, to enjoy the beauty of the garden. I will go. I will go to watch, to listen for all this kind of experience. I will once again go to that man and to hear from the man, to listen to the man. I will go again. I will go again. He insisted, and again he came to the garden of Mr. Lamb, but unfortunately, Derry found that Mr. Lamb was lying dead. Mr. Lamb wanted to climb up the tree, and he fell down from his ladder, and he was dead there. So Derry became very grief-striken. He became grief-striken. So the death of the man, Mr. Lamb, pained him. He became grief-striken. He became so sad. He started calling the man, but the man was not moving his lips. He was not moving, means he was dead. So he became sad, and Lamb started. Derry started crying. Derry started crying after seeing that Mr. Lamb is dead. So sad of Mr. So sad. Derry became so sad after seeing Mr. Lamb dead. So, my dear students, it is a sudden end of the drama, and it's a very tragic end of the drama. Mr. Lamb was just like an angel to Derry. He was just like a messenger of God to Derry. So God will not send the messenger every day. God sent the messenger to Derry to give him a new guidance to live his life, to show him a new path of life, to show him a good path of life, to direct him to the good path, to guide him to the good path. God sent the messenger in the form of Mr. Lamb, the old man. That's why maybe the dramatist shows the demise of Mr. Lamb, and maybe for that reason Derry could not meet Mr. Lamb again. So he got the message from the messenger of God, Mr. Lamb. He was just like a messenger of God for Master Derry, and so the messenger of God himself came to Derry. Messenger of God gave Derry the guidance, gave Derry the advice, taught Derry the good things. So Derry learned good things about life. So all the negative thoughts in the mind of Derry were washed away. Now Derry is a changed boy. He changed his total mindset, and all the wrong thoughts, wrong feelings went away from his mind. So this is the lesson all about. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.